Nessa girl, we is back 3 times in a row with these Real Housewives of Atlanta from Sunday night. Girl, that was a good ass episode. About damn time, because them first 2 episodes was slow as all shit. And now that the stories are starting to develop, I totally see why Shamari DeVoe was hired, because there are some secrets and some such and such intertwined in that storyline, and we gonna get to that. But first things first, is it me, or Dr. Jackie got the whole Atlanta sold? Let me tell you something. Dr. Jackie got her hands in more coochie than a goddamn pimp. Ever since Dr. Jackie done been on Married to Medicine, she has just branded herself as the preferred go-to person to have your baby. Bitch, we don't take no Medicaid over here. Let me tell you something. Dr. Jackie office so full, I know when you call down there, that's one of them doctor offices. You ever had the ones that tell you they ain't accepting no new clients? Bitch, ain't that such a good place to be in, where hoes can call you with good insurance, begging you to give you their money? You talking about, we ain't taking no new clients. I know Dr. Jackie got to be on call every day of the goddamn year, because as many clients as she got, they got to stay having babies. I'm sure she get it, Dr. Jackie, and when it's got, get some more, okay? Yes, child, please. And Curtis was supposed to love you. Let me tell you something. Curtis stupid as hell. All he had to do was cheat in town when you was at work, since you was always there. He went wrong when he got spotty and tried to take this lady out of town. And see, I'm so invested in Dr. Jackie and Curtis, I don't spend 3 minutes talking about them, and this ain't even their damn show. Back to the regularly scheduled program, my ADD acting up. Nevertheless, Kandi and Todd went down there to talk to Dr. Jackie to see what they could do with those other 2 embryos. Now, I ain't never impregnated no embryos, so I don't know that I would feel as if I had 2 like babies put on a shelf that we need to go ahead and hatch and have. You know, it's weird, because I could see Todd and Kandi, just me personally, you know, wanting to try for one more, but it feels like y'all just want to have 2 because y'all got 2 on the shelf. I mean, like I said, I can't tell nobody how to feel about anything that don't came out their body, but it's just a little, I don't know. I just think for me, I would have been able to discard the embryos with no problem. I mean, I see it as no difference as when they draw blood or anything else they do a test for biologically, and they just, you know, put it in the biohazard bag and throw it in the garbage. You know, just throw it in the bag. But hats off to them for wanting to do it. Now, I didn't know that, and I think I vaguely remember Kandi stating that she had issues with fibroids, but I did not know it was to that degree and that she had them multiple times. And that caused for her pregnancies to be, you know, high risk and troubling. And I get what she's saying about not wanting to have a troubled pregnancy and running the risk of having an unhealthy baby, so on and so forth. And for that, for that, I do support she and Todd in their surrogacy exploring of options. However, Dr. Jackie girl, I didn't know the surrogacy cost that much. I mean, granted, I guess it makes sense. You got these hoes don't want to carry their own baby, so shit, you know, you know, hell, they don't even want to carry their own. 35,000 ain't enough for a woman that yeah, 35 felt a little cheap. I thought maybe it was like 50 to 75,000, or free if you ask your sister to do it. Hell. Karma run up behind you and do everything else. She looked like she got a couple years left on her womb. Let her do it. Mama Joyce said she was already fucking your man and wearing your old hair. What's wrong with her carrying your babies? I'm just saying. Nevertheless, y'all got the damn money. Todd talking about, well, let me get to work so I can pay for this. Okay. Eva meet her man down to the cigar bar. You know, that was a so not needed scene, but I guess they want to give us a little insight into Eva's man and what he's about or whatever. And, you know, so far I like what I see from Eva. I like the relationship that they have. And I like the fact that she said that she wanted to have, you know, NeNe in her wedding. And her dude was like, listen, and this is how most men, especially men with means, should be. Their husband was like, I really don't give 2 shits what you and your man be doing about that damn wedding. Just call me and tell me where to show up and what to wear. That's kind of how I am with that. I'm not big on traditions and ceremonies and all of that. Please do not bore me with the intimate details. Tell me what time to show up, where, and what to wear, and I'll be there. Porsha meet Dennis's mom. You know, y'all, I was nervous when this scene came on because I did not know what kind of mama we was expecting. No shade, but I was expecting I was expecting the mama-in-law from off of Real Housewives of Potomac with Monique Samuels, some old country bitch that ain't had 2 nickels until her son gave them to her, and now she coming in here acting all high-spirited and high and mighty and self-righteous. I was pleasantly surprised. Dennis's mom, very attractive woman. She was articulate. With that being said, you know, I gather that she had a little decency about herself. She got a little oomph in her, got a little lightning in her ass. You know what I'm saying? And she was very, you know, calm and not easily impressed by bundles and titties and good teeths, even if they horse teeths, and expensive clothes and makeup and career. She wasn't really pressed about all of that. And she was asking some very interesting questions that neither one of them were prepared to answer. But I do think that Porsha handled the situation as well as anybody could. And the mama asked some questions that were uncomfortable for them because they know that their situation is unorthodox. You know, the mama was like, y'all moving towards marriage? Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna tell you what one area where I side-eyed the mama when she was talking about the prenup, because everybody trying to protect their child's money. Granted, I don't know what Dennis has. I know he has multiple businesses, and I don't know if what he has is significantly more than Porsha, less than Porsha, on par with Porsha. But I will say this prematurely in the conversation, I think it was tacky and it was rude as fuck for that mama to bring up this prenup situation, solely because that mama know who the fuck Porsha Williams is. She know, and Porsha ain't hurting for no goddamn money. Now, if Porsha was giving a Shamari devotee, then I'd be like, okay, we need to be talking about prenup. But the last thing I think on Porsha's mind is sticking somebody for some money. She already got the house. She already got a nice ass house, cars. She's got her housewives money. Plus, because of what she's doing in radio, Porsha has a very huge earning potential. Like, radio is one of them jobs you could sit there for 80 years. You see Tom Joyner ass done been here 2 lifetimes. Okay, they about to have his ass on American Horror Story covering as one of these goddamn warlocks that been around 2,000 damn years, and they keep talking about he retired. I believe it when I see it. Nevertheless, that was that. Cynthia and Mike flirting on the FaceTime had turned me on between my legs and in my butt, bitch. I said, wait a minute. I had to pause the TV and go get me some Kool-Aid now. So I was like, ooh, Mike, something about his voice. And it's something about a man as professional as Mike, but as willing to just let his guard down and have fun and be a little kinky on the line with the cameras rolling. I like that. I like it. I do. And not just in between my legs and in my butt, but in my soul, bitch. And that's the most important place. You gotta like it down to your soul. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Yes, honey, in between my legs and in my butt. Okay, I want Mike Hill. I want Mike Hill, bitch, and not Dwight Howard, baby. I like it professional, sexy. Shamari goes down to the cake place with Mama DeVoe. You know, that was a very interesting scene, but that was the scene that let me know why Shamari DeVoe was hired. Like, Shamari she's got some interesting stuff in her past and in that relationship with Ronald that I think is going to surface over time, and as she gets more comfortable with the girls, you know, her and that mama not getting along, that was I like the way they had that conversation. And when she confronted that mama about not putting her name on that Christmas card, you know, one thing I hate about old people, they be so fucking ornery. The mama couldn't even say, you know what, you right, I was dead ass wrong for that. She gonna talk about, well, you know, that was the past, or whatever the case may be. And like Shamari said, I get that the mother had reservations about people with her son because of who he was, New Edition. And I'm sure girls have been throwing themselves at Ronnie since he was 12. So the mama's fears were very valid. And I don't know about all of this. You know, you didn't come to me as a woman to another woman and explain to me, you know, what you about and all of that. I'm not married, ain't never been married, ain't really got no interest in putting up with nobody nappy-headed son. However, if I did, I don't know that I personally would give two damns about conveying any of who I am to their mammy. I ain't got to lay up and fuck you, and you ain't the one with the money. He is. You know, I am so content with getting married to a bitch and be like, I don't like your mama. You take your ass right there with your family on holidays, and I go around, man. Ain't that big a deal. But I'm set up a lot different than the rest of y'all, and I understand that. But I'm glad that they are at least trying to work it out. Now, mama nor her press and curl was ready for Shamari talking about that open relationship stuff. That mama head got to turn, and it was just too much for her old blood, honey. Mama had to, you know, mama had done sweated out that Johnson & Johnson she had put in her chest and up under her titty. That just, it wasn't holding. It wasn't holding. Mama was like, whoo. I'm going to have to tell the pastor about this one. But I hope it ain't the pastor that Dwight Howard went to, because then the pastor going to be calling Shamari house trying to talk to her all bad. And this ain't even the video about that. My ADD is working up. Last but not least, Shamari DeVoe, the way y'all landscaping look in y'all front yard and the way y'all only let us go in y'all living room, I'm surprised you got $900 to be spending on a damn cake. I'm just saying, and considering the fact that BBD is opening for Escape, I don't know what they're paying, but that's 3 people that got to split the money plus the band. It seemed to me that y'all should have got one cake and cut that hole down the middle, or put both of their names on it the way traditional black people do and kept it a day, especially if the cakes is $450 a piece. Okay! Like, girl, talking about for some 4-year-old, girl, they better have that same amount of money in the damn college fund, okay? Or better yet, Shamari, you spending $900 on cake, but you should have spent $900 on clothes. I was about to say, you friends with Kandi, you should have took them $900 and went to Tags, but you about did, and that's why you was looking like that. Don't go to Tags, girl. Don't nobody want to dress like Kandi. Go to Swag Boutique if you want to dress like an old woman, or go down to Rashida and dress press. But girl, can that shit? Kandi gonna eat me up, and I don't give a damn. Can that shit background, Kandi? The next time, Shamari, you take your ass down to the old lady gang, you need to get naked and leave that shit down there on the floor and just walk the fuck out, okay? Get Kandi back them cheap ass clothes. Lord have mercy, I'm so tickled at my own damn self. Moving right along, Lake Bailey. Let me tell you something. When that hot dog truck pulled up, that hot dog truck van pulled up to Cynthia house, I said, yes, God, for the product integration and the product placement. Porsha ain't been fucking this man no more than 5 months, and she already getting him free advertising down to the Housewives of Atlanta, and they integrated it seamlessly, honey. It did not look like a shameless plug for some half-ass Instagram product or some skin tea. Porsha said, oh, barbecue, picnic, drive, and flood them hoes out with hot dogs. Flood them out. Just flood it, daddy. Flood it. Flood it with hot dogs. Flood it with baked beans. Flood it with whatever else the fuck they sell at the white people hot dog stand. Nevertheless, just flood it, baby. That way they have to talk about it, and we got to see everything. Give them all the flooded, daddy. Mudded and flooded. That's what Dennis did, and it went over well because it's got us saying, damn, they got all them kind of hot dogs. I might want to check that out when I get to Atlanta. So smart girl, Kandi taught you well. I gagged though because they put like 6 trays of hot dogs on the counter, and Chef Will, my friend, shout out to Chef Will and Terrence. Chef Will was like, all right, well, we done. So, I mean, when Porsche gonna get here to put out all her food? So I just chuckled. Then when the man was like, it's more food in the car, Chef Will was like, leave that shit on the porch and let Porsche set that shit up when she get here. Do Jesus. I hollered. That shit was hilarious, and I get him. After slaving in the kitchen and setting up everything, she throwing off the feng shui and the arrangements. We told you to bring a dish, not the whole damn restaurant. Moving right along, bitch. Marlo and NeNe showed up. Y'all know as much as I go in on Marlo Hampton, I secretly love that bitch. She looked it good, Nessa girl. Marlo came through that thing looking good, looking barbecue expensive. You know what I'm saying? Saying, bitch, I'm so bad with this fashion. I'm finna show y'all hoes how to wear white down to the barbecue with the baked beans, and I ain't gonna waste a lick, okay? I ain't gonna waste a lick on these white clothes. Y'all notice we ain't see that hoe eat, okay? She ate before she came. Nevertheless, the funniest part about that goddamn Marlo bitch, and I love when I get an opportunity to go up for Marlo. is when Cynthia brought up the fact that Eva said that she paid Will to date her, and Cynthia said, do I look like somebody that'll pay somebody to date me? And Marlo said, you'd be a damn fool if you do. I know that's right. Marlo was thinking to herself, bitch, you know how much my pussy go for on the open market? Bitch, that's reverse racism. What the fuck you mean? Marlo was like, bitch, as much pussy as I'm selling by the pound, you paying somebody to date you? Girl, come on over here and roll into Marlo having School of Hoeing, except the applications for the 2019 session. Yes, God, honey, bitch, did y'all see Marlo's face? Marlo completely broke character and was like, hey, you be a damn fool if you do. I know that's goddamn right, Mama Marlo. You better school the girls. I was earning my man while I was learning my man. Something these young hoes might not understand. See, Marlo is my kind of hoe. I was raised by 90s drug dealer hoes. So I know about Marlo and her school of thought, bitch. You ain't finna crawl up on me, near me, or damn sure not in me for the free. Everything got a dollar amount. Conversation, car rides, food, sex, coming around my house, got a dollar amount. Sure do. That was hilarious. Shamari DeVoe shows up talking about she got couscous vegetable salad. Not only should she took her outfit back, she should have took that shit back. Don't nobody want that. See, that's what's wrong. And how much you paid them people to make vegetable salad couscous. He need to take them vegetables and plant them outside of y'all front yard, because them patches of grass and that base model ass landscaper was just wearing me thin. And why? See, the way my ADD set up, I be the only person who be noticing shit like that. Like, y'all was missing grass in front of y'all house. So you need to take them vegetables out there couscous and maybe do a little rose garden or a little pepper garden or tomatoes. Plant you some tomatoes or some greens in that patch of grass. And don't bring no couscous around here. Bring some deviled eggs or some pickled eggs or something. But you can keep your vegetable roasted, whatever the fuck it was. NeNe brought her friend Tanya. Now, here's the thing. Tanya strike me as she grew up in the hood, and the bitch mama really called her Tanya, but she got a little change about herself and she was pretty. And you know what I'm saying? She done got propped up. Now she want to be fancy like this and not like this and want to be called Tanya. Tanya, girl, go sit your motherfucking ass down. Okay, hey, nobody your damn age mama knew nothing about Tanya. Okay, your name is damn Tanya. Nevertheless, Marlo wasn't here for her, and I don't know that I am either. Me knowing these girls and how they be trying to get their friends on and audition their friends and whatnot, I feel like Tanya was brought aboard to see if she fit in with the girls. It was kind of like a light audition, and she was real quiet and non-vocal down to Cynthia Potty or whatever. So with that, I'd be willing to say she didn't make the cut. Nevertheless, you know, Tanya, she was alright or whatever. I don't know. She didn't give me enough to be impressed. Porsha driving in the car with Shamia and Lauren. You know, Porsha, you did something in that car that I did not like. I don't think that what Eva said at Atlanta Live about Shamia, and considering the fact that Porsha and Eva, let me back up. Porsha, comma. I don't think what Eva said at ATL Live on the Park about Shamia was worth you running back and telling Shamia. Especially considering the fact that Eva and Shamia already have a rocky past or whatever, and it wouldn't be easy. It wouldn't be that difficult to get them at each other. I just feel like it was useless information, and I hate, it's kind of like, just let it be, because you primed Shamia to come up in Cynthia's house waiting for a problem or waiting for Eva to say something off kilter and for her to pop off. Like, you primed her to be predisposed to having an attitude when it just wasn't that real. And if you felt forced to tell her, maybe that just wasn't the moment to tell her 10 minutes before she about to see the damn girl. Because I don't care who you are, as human, you're going to feel like, oh, this bitch was talking shit about me. So of course you're going to speak, but you're going to be looking. What she said, what Fish said, the whole time. That's going to be your attitude. That game that they played, Passing That Peach, y'all, that was a messy ass game. It was good though. It was good. I mean, that game was messier than when Dr. Heavenly hosted that damn couples retreat when she was asking them all them inappropriate questions. See, what I like about this game is that it took the onus off of one person. It was random questions put into a bowl that pertained to all of the ladies sitting there. That shit was hilarious. And so they start with who needs a makeover. And so Porsha did the right thing by throwing it to Eva because she should have threw it to Eva or Marlo because Eva was the model, or even Cynthia for that matter. So Eva gives it to Shamari, and Shamari wasn't lying. Then Shamari throws it to Porsha. Then Porsha chimes in on Shamari. Then they flash to Shamari's confessional where I lose it because Shamari said, basically, I know that bitch ain't talking about my outfit trying to give me advice, and that shit she got on don't even fit. Bitch, I holler, because Porsha do be wearing them too small clothes. Like, Porsha is a statuesque ass girl. That girl, is she built like a donkey. So, yeah, Porsha, I mean... You know what? Y'all drop that in the comments and tell me which one is worse. Somebody who dress tacky and have no style, a la Shamari, or somebody who think they doing it in clothes that don't fit, a la Porsha. Drop that in the comments and we gonna tally which one is worse. And you know what? I almost think Porsha is worse. Matter of fact, not almost. I'm gonna put my ballot on a bitch clothes who don't fit is worse. Cause bitch, you know that shit don't fit. Bitch, you could barely step on the gas in your car. You know that shit that don't fit. Style is subjective. Yes, Shamari is stuck in her black days. You know, mama is stuck during the best time of her life. Cause that outfit that she had on damn sure looked like something she could have wore in Boom 808 video. Or what's the only other song that they had that people know? Baby Bring It On. Oh, baby, bring it. Yeah, that looked like Baby Bring It On to Me outfit. It looked like they wore that and then they wore it after 3LW finished on the set or something. It was just real Cheetah Girl based. Just real Moesha Brandy, I Want to Be Down based. Like this. And not like this. Nevertheless, honey, then they move on and they say, well, who's a liar? And Marlo throws the peach to Eva. Now, what Marlo did that I didn't like, I don't know why Marlo just didn't open it up because you going around saying this. She backpedaled. And she backpedaled because you know Eva ain't the one. So she cleaned it up by saying, I just feel like we don't really know you. And yada, 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 yada. And then she got Marlo with it. I feel like you extra all the time. And Marlo said, well, I'm fabulous. What's wrong with being fabulous? And see, for Marlo, for Eva, she should have cleared up to Marlo. Girl, I'm not saying nothing about your fashions. Marlo is fabulous. We got to give her that. So undeniably that it ain't even worth saying. We don't have to say that Marlo be dressed and she be fabulous and over the top with her fashions. We were talking about your personality. Yes, Marlo, you were extra as fuck. So then Marlo goes on to call Eva basic. And here for me is where things go left. You can't call Eva basic. You can't call Cynthia basic because they're confident in their skin. They're stamped, tried, and true models. So everybody knows behind their names, fashion and dressing well is something that they can do naturally and effortlessly. So Eva don't have to flex because her name says it all. Cynthia don't have to flex. Marlo, you on the other hand, you don't have anything that precedes your name other than your clothes. You don't have any career. You don't have a career, a notable career like these ladies. Fashion is your brand. Not even fashion, because you ain't making no money, ain't no commerce going on. Dressing is your personal brand. So you have to be dressed. That's your whole identity rests in you being fabulous. I swear to God, let Marlo show up on Housewives or any other show or public forum in nothing but just a Gap sweatsuit twice. She's of no use or need to the show because her whole setup, everything about who she is, rests in who and what she's got on. And you know, I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing, Marlo. And yeah, Eva and Cynthia, like, baby, whether I got on clothes or not, I'm still Eva Marshall. Google me. You know what I'm saying? Same with Scent. I love the fact though that Kandi kind of chimed in and swung things left because they swung things right because they was about to go left. But then, you know, Kandi wasn't being no better when she chimed in with Eva and was like, you know what, Eva, you know, you had so much to say about Shamari. Now about Shamia. Now you fixing her bean dip. I was like, damn, Kandi. You is being real messy this season. I guess Kandi say everybody else, you know, don't stir up the pot and poke the bear. And I guess this is my chance to do it. Either that or Kandi feels she ain't got shit going on this season, so she better do something so her name don't be on the chopping block for future seasons. And I don't see that happening either. Nevertheless, Kandi said she ain't got no problem stirring up that goddamn pot. And she ain't finna let you talk shit about no coochie she done ate. She said, yes, Shamia is my friend, my lady friend, my best friend, my personal friend, my boongy friend, all between my legs and in my butt. And wrote a song about it like the here you go. You ain't finna talk about her. What she said, tell fish what you said. That's what Kandi was on. But that peach game was messy as hell. Then last but not least, I like the fact too that Cynthia cleared that shit up with Eva. Oh, is Eva a liar? Eva, you said that shit. You said it, you said it, you said it. You said it, you said it, you said it. And Cynthia called you on it. And you were like, I don't know what you were doing. You didn't deny not saying it because you said it. And you owned it as best you could without owning it, but without lying. Because you don't know what all information they had, so you couldn't lie. And Cynthia cleared that shit up. And I'm with NeNe on this one. Like up until now, Eva, we was riding with you. Everything was cute and fun. But you looking like you caught up in the mess and you looking like you lied. I'm just telling you, black girl, you looking like you lied. You looking like you lied. Last but not least, they asked Shamari, or who's in an open relationship, and Shamari jumped up. Bitch, I hollered when NeNe country ass said, NeNe country ass said, now tell me what it is so I can know what to do. Like, and we all know she didn't mean know what to do. Just country. I love it. NeNe says, now tell me what it is so I can know what to do. And she meant tell me what it is so I can get an understanding of what's going on. Then she said, wait, but you can't get a man with a big chest and a big dick. She was like, you couldn't get no big dick. I hollered. Oh my God, this is the episode that Housewives this season should have opened up with. And I get, you know, of 18, 20, 15 episodes, however many we got this season, that everyone is not going to be entertaining. But I was energetic about this. I know this video will probably get damn near about 30 damn minutes. Anyway, I'm finna hop out the line. I got to call you about Married to Medicine and Love and Hip Hop as well. Be sure, if you haven't already done it, to like and subscribe. Take a bitch over the top, Nessa girl. And I'll call you later. Bye.